G'day guys. So, story time. We all know I love my little Suzuki 250. We also all probably know that I've kind of outgrown the capacity. I'm wanting something a little bit more powerful. I was kind of in the market for a new bike because, well, I mean, who doesn't want a new bike? But I found this bike locally that's secondhand, and I figured, well, it's local, it's a good bike, the price is pretty good, it looks alright, may as well go check it out, hey. This wasn't something that I was intending to do now or in the future, despite Mrs. Anxiety Wizard's insistence. I'm a really apprehensive vehicle purchaser. I'm keen to spend money on pretty much anyone but myself, so this is a bit of an uncomfortable thing for me. Having said that, it's also kind of exciting. There's stuff that I look for and don't look for when buying a vehicle, especially secondhand. And I had a little chat to someone that owns this particular vehicle, none other than this bloke here. If you aren't subscribed, you are doing something incredibly wrong. Go rectify that now. And he said, hey, Spence, I've got a bike buying checklist that I use when I look at secondhand vehicles. Would you like a copy of it? And I went, you know what? Yes, please, I would. Nick gave me a really comprehensive checklist, and I thought it's worth sharing if somebody is in the market for a secondhand vehicle. Let's check out Nick's list. He says he looks out for checking the VIN number. So in Australia, we have a vehicle identification number, and that's the little serial code that's often on the fork of the bike itself. He checks that to make sure it's all kosher. He checks the lights, the HiBeams, the blinkers and the horn, the receipts or service history of a bike, when the battery was last replaced, how much of the brake pads remain on the front and the back, does it have any signs of being dropped, do the pegs look scraped, do the bar ends look scraped, are the indicators okay, the hand and feet levers all good. He checks for play in the steering bearing, so smooth front turning, and if there's an ability to lift the front wheel up, wiggle that back and forth and check for play. He checks for leaking forks. He checks that the steering lock works. He reckons you should keep listening as it runs. There shouldn't be any hesitation when you rev it. He puts the clutch in through the gears and gives them a go. There's no crunching. Are they smooth? Does the gear lever return properly? And he does a brake check around 20k an hour. When you brake, does it pulse or bite? If so, there might be something wrong with the pads or the disc. Does it ride straight? Does the steering feel the same, both left and right? Once you've gotten it back from a test ride, recheck the whole thing for leaks. Does it have one key? Does it have two keys? That's Nick's list. And I reckon it's pretty good. That's why I wanted to share it with you guys. So, now that we know what we're looking for, what else have I got to do? Let's go.